Good morning, Pool Player Nation. Welcome back to Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas for continuing coverage of this year's APA Pool Player Championships. I'm your host, Jason Bowman, and I am joined by the internet trick shot sensation, Florian Venom Kohler. Florian, one match now in the books here in the 9-ball shootout, 3 to go. Up next is the White Tier with a $10,000 first place prize package on the line.
Yeah, it's great to be back here, and I can't wait to see that one.
Absolutely. So before we meet our finalists in the 9-ball shootout, let's give you a quick breakdown of some of the key rules here. Of course, APA rules apply. Coaching is not allowed, as this is singles or individual competition. And as I mentioned, 4 championships to be decided today, 1 in each skill level tier. And in this match, we'll be watching the White Tier. Now let's meet our championship finalists. First up, from Benton, Louisiana, we have Josh Stevens, skill level 5. And his opponent from Walden, New York, we have Diane Fox, skill level 4. And as I mentioned, they're going to be competing for a $10,000 prize package this afternoon. The runner-up will take home a $5,000 prize package. This match is going to be a 38-31 race, with Josh needing 38 points to win, while Diane will need to get to 31 points to win. Each ball pocketed here is worth 1 point. The 9-ball is worth 2 points, and the players are just about ready to begin. Let's take you down in the Pool Dog Arena to get this match officially underway. Players will start with the lag here. Josh on the left, Diane on the right.
Some debate on the 2 and the 3. Some good lags here.
It's like Diane might get this one.
Yeah.
She will have the break. Diane Fox, skill level 4. Again, needing 31 points to her opponent's 38.
So this is usually one of the most exciting tier. Lots of people in this one, right? It's, I would say, the core of APA members.
Great look here at Pool Dog Arena. And shout out to our friends at Pool Dog for all of their support and bringing this streaming coverage to you from the Pool Player Championships.
Yeah, kind of fantastic looking arena here. Truly amazing to see the quality of the production every year just go up and up and up.
All right, the rack has been prepared. Referee's going to clean off that cue ball, and then Diane will be off and running. Again, Diane is out of New York. Kind of an interesting story, too, Florian. I was getting ready for the match, and I got a message on Facebook from her league operator, Ryan McAleer. Ryan was out here for our league operator convention. Ooh, scratch on the break.
A couple dead balls here already.
But Ryan was out here for our league operator convention, just got back to New York on Thursday, saw last night that Diane had qualified for the championship. So he jumps on a plane first thing this morning to get here. He is sitting here in Pool Dog Arena taking in her match, and then he's going to go ahead and fly back out tonight. So about 10 hours on airplanes for him, but all worth it to see his player compete here in Pool Dog Arena. So
that's some serious dedication right there.
That it is. Meanwhile, Josh Stevens is at the table, and he is on the board first after pocketing the 1.
Yeah, she had a good break, but unfortunately didn't quite pan out the way she wanted to. It's got a good table to get started here. 3 is open. As long as he can get a shot on the 5, he should be good. This is the shot of the rack here. He's got to make sure to move this cue ball away from the problems there. Most likely running into the ball. Yeah. It's not easy.
Started with a whopping 315 players in this tier.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
These are your final two.
Imagine that.
What a journey.
300 players. A very, very difficult tier to win. Do we know if they all come from was a win or loss in the bracket, or?
I would have to refer to our CompuSport app.
Yeah.
What better way to plug the CompuSport app,
Right on.
though, than Florian's question there. But if you have questions about where certain players have finished in this year's event, CompuSport can answer all of those questions for you.
All right, so Josh here's got to try to make good contact. I don't know if it looks like he goes through. No, it was tight, yeah. It's going to give ball in hand again. A little bit of work here from the 3 to the 5. Now we haven't seen her play yet, so hard to say in position what she likes or not. But obviously a little bit of draw would be fantastic here.
Diane's been playing for over 20 years.
Wow.
Probably never had a match like this one.
Wow. I don't think many people get a match like that. I mean, really, the only experience they get as close to that would be professional pool at this point. And I don't even know if in professional pool we have arenas that good. Well, she did a good little draw here. It's a little short, but she's going to be okay. She's got to float this cue ball back for the 6 now. Another big shot. Nicely done. It's going to be a little close to the rail for comfort, but it should be okay. She's got to bear down here and make this 6 ball. If she can get a stop shot on that 6, she will be pretty good for the 8. Or even if he rolls forward just a little bit, it will be still fine.
Florian, appreciate you filling in today. Ava,
Yeah.
the striking Viking Lawrence, down with a little bit of an illness, could not be with us today. My man Florian stepping up to give you guys the expert commentary you deserve.
Yeah, may not quite be at his levels, but I will try my best to fill in.
Oh, come on. I've seen you do things on a pool table that no one else can do.
True. Well, she did pretty good here. A little bit too much forward on this case, but she's got a shot at it, so. All right, this is, watch out for the scratch here too. Yeah, she was watching out for the scratch too much, so she unfortunately missed the 8. Does leave Josh with a shot and potentially 3 points here to take.
Started the day with a really outstanding match in that
Great
green
match.
tier,
Yeah.
nail biter. If you haven't seen that match, you can go back and watch that here on our Facebook page as Josh fires that 8 in the side pocket.
He's gonna come a
Little
little
straight
bit
on,
in
yeah.
between. Yeah, it was not a bad thing sometimes to get your nerves out of the way. Letting your stroke go on a big shot like that, you can still make that though. Just gotta look for the cue ball too. Yeah, just like that. Nicely done.
And Josh will finish off that rack, and he will have the break when we return here in just a few moments. And welcome back to Pool Dog Arena for continuing coverage of the APA 9-ball shootout. Josh Stevens with a 5-3 lead early in this 9-ball match has the break here.
Okay, I didn't hear any fall. Let me see. 3, 6.
Dry break.
Dry break and a good shot on the 1 ball. Now the 2 is a little tight in there. Can't tell if he goes really by the 7 ball. Either way, she'll be happy to come back to the table after the break, so. Yeah, that 2 ball looks a little difficult. Well, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Just gotta bear down on this and make sure you make the ball. You have almost a natural position for the 3 here. Yep, that's a big shot.
2 more matches to play today in the 9-ball shootout, and then we will cap off the day with a championship final in the 8-ball doubles division. Still a long way to go here.
Yeah.
Make sure you have subscribed or liked our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. Get a notification as soon as we go live. I believe our next match scheduled for noon Pacific time. That will be the gray tier of the 9-ball shootout.
All right, she's got a difficult shot to navigate here. She hit that pretty well, and I think she's gonna get a safe out of that. Good speed. I like it. So 5-5 on the scoreboard. She has a slight advantage, but it's very early in the game here, so it's gonna have to kick this ball, I believe. Yeah, a little bit of right spin, not enough right spin, and she's gonna get ball in hand out of that.
Chance to put some more points
Yeah.
on the board for Diane, who again just needs 31 to Josh's 38 based on their skill level differential.
Yeah, no, it is 9 ball, so we've seen the table turns very quickly. so,
Absolutely.
yeah.
That last match was a seesaw battle just when you thought
Well, I mean, it was
one
just,
player was going to
yeah.
finish it off. Little mistake here, little mistake there makes a big
It's
difference.
a matter of 2 balls. That was it.
Yep.
Probably not what she wanted to do here exactly, but she's gonna have no choice but take it. Now you gotta be careful not to scratch on the side pocket on this one. All right, this is a big shot for the points. Oh, she ended up for the banking. Very well done. Yeah, she didn't like the cut at all. She didn't want to scratch. She didn't want to risk it. She's got something a little tricky now to navigate. She could play the carom of the 5 into the 8. The problem is the 8 is so deep in there. You want to be really careful if you play that because you don't want to scratch. And she could play the bank as well in the bottom corner, but maybe she can even cut it. 5 into the 8, actually, probably even better. Yeah, just like that. Nicely done. Watch out for the cue ball. Well, she's gonna have to make some magic happen here, I believe. Hard to say, actually. Does she see the ball or no? No, she seems okay. Probably just rail first, if anything. Not even needed. Perfect. Ooh. Rolls a little forward too, but she should be okay. She's made one earlier in the side that was just as difficult.
See that gorgeous white diamond here in Pool Dog Arena, garnering a lot of attention this week.
I believe it's the first time I see the white pockets as well. I don't believe I'd seen white pockets on the diamond table before. Well, she had a good try here, but that was pretty tricky. She did make, I believe, 4 points on the board here, so that's good. Slowly but surely, she is taking the advantage here. Oh, nicely done. That was a tricky shot to navigate as well. It's going to be a long shot on the 7 and somewhere to come back down to the 9 ball. Let's see how he executes it. Yeah, tough shot. Ooh, and a good leave for Diane again. Yeah, he's smiling actually. Looking at the back of the room here, he's probably got a few of his friends watching. Alright, this is not so bad. You just gotta follow this ball a little bit, so you have a decent shape on the 9. There you go. It's pretty good. And looking forward to pick another 2 points here out of this 9 ball. Nicely done.
2 more points on the 9 ball, and Diane will have the break when we return to Pool Dog Arena in just a few moments. Jonathan Neiman at the table, or as some have affectionately referred to him, the Mullet Man.
And he did tell me that he's gonna cut it all off if he wins today.
Really?
So, oh yeah.
And he's got it. Jonathan Neiman, Wilmington, North Carolina, your 8-ball classic champion in the red tier, folks.
How's my hair looking?
Your hair is looking good. In fact, I believe Ava and Jason were talking about it, that if you won, you were going to cut it.
I did say that. I did say that.
It's worth it! It's so worth it!
All right, we are back here at Pool Dog Arena. Man, I love that
Man,
spot with that
that is
Mullet Man
great.
story. That was entertaining, no doubt. Mullet Man here again this year.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, he was running around here this year. I guess he did not make it to the...
Was that a mullet?
Without the mullet, I'd hardly recognize him. He came up to me and he said, wow, you look a lot different.
Yeah, great story.
See if Diane can extend her
look at
lead
this 9
here.
ball, look at this 9 ball. Okay, so
The
the
one on the
9
side.
The 9 ball kicked the 1. Was going straight for the side here. She's gonna have a shot on 2, so not so bad. And during the break too, we saw Josh smiling at a few people. I think he's got a few fans in here, or at least teammates.
Yeah.
Taking it with a smile, which is always good. It's a good attitude to have. On the other side, Diane, much more focused and much more serious. Great shot here. Drilled it in the corner. Yep. That is worth clapping, people. Alright, she's got some good shot on the 3 here, but 3 to 5 is going to be a bit of a work here. Oh, it's the 4 ball. Never mind. She's got to make the 4 first. That's the one on the top of the table by the short rail that I missed. even more difficult. I like to see the stands packed again. It's nice.
Yeah. We've had really good attendance at each of our championship finales here.
Very much the water shot. That is the best shot I've seen today from a skill level point of view. Very, very good. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it makes them really have the experience of a lifetime, I would say.
Yes. Full house.
Yeah, I believe we can start adding more. Well, we don't really have much room to add.
Can always go up.
Yeah, that's true. That was a great shot. She's going to have a good position here naturally to the 5 ball. She's got to get this ball to go forward 1 rail. Yeah, just like that. Good speed. Maybe too much. A little too much, but now it's a good tester for a skill level 4 here. Let's see if she can figure out how to get down to the 6 ball. She's going to need a top and a touch of left here to help her out. Okay, so she did the top, probably missed a little bit of the left spin, but she can see the 6, which is all that matters. And, well, gotta hope for the best here to not get snookered. She hit that good. Watch out for the scratch. Yeah,
Cue ball falls in that corner pocket.
makes it a dead ball.
Ball in hand to Josh Stevens.
Well, he's going to be happy to pick up those 4 points here. He's got to pick them up too, because he is behind, and remember, she is only going to 31. Well, he's going to 38, so yeah. Better look nice at this 8 ball. See where you want to put it next. Opted for the stop shot to make D8 in the side. I was gonna say he's not really in the match yet. He's gonna have to. It's a big occasion missed here for Josh. Now, lucky for him, he's left a long shots, but it's almost easier in those cases to just use the carom shot here, half ball onto the 8 and make the 9 in the side, so you don't have to really aim for the 8 ball. Let's see what she opts for. Wait a second. Oh.
Looked like one of your trick shots.
Yeah, I did not see that one coming. Alright, tell you what, he's got to make this here, because if he makes it, it's all forgiven. And he's going to be able to forget and move on and get the next break and stay in the match. No. Nerves, guys.
Yep.
This is a very intimidating arena, and that's why this early match was really amazing between the 2 players, and where they're just firing back and forth with no care in the world, and he's having a little bit of a hard time getting adjusted to the TV table right now. Uh-oh.
Gonna get a little lucky.
Watch out. Yup.
8 ball drops in the corner, picks up another point.
Well, you
Look
know,
at that 9 ball.
He cannot be mad at that, because it's his fault, right? He's missed the ball, so
Big 2 points left on the table now for Diane.
she should have no issues here.
This would put her at 20 in this race to 31 points.
Yep, done deal.
Now 11 points away from victory. And she will have the break once again when we return here to Pool Dog Arena.
did it. He did it. Holy smokes, what a shot.
The 2 defeats the 9. David has beaten Goliath. All right, welcome back to Pool Dog Arena. Continuing coverage of the APA 9-ball shootout. Diane Fox at 20 points, needing 31, and she will have the break once again here at Pool Dog Arena.
Yeah, she is well on her way here for the victory, but it is never over, especially in 9-ball. The table turns really quick. All right, this is a very important break here. She's made the 6-ball, I believe, in the corner, but I don't see much to go for here. She's gonna have to most likely kick at the 1. She's gonna have the option to go 1 rail or 2 rails. Either way, going onto the long rail first, most likely. Looking for the 1 rail. Great
Beautiful.
shot. Wow,
Much to the delight of the crowd here at Pool Dog Arena.
Talk about putting the pressure on.
Nine points away from victory.
Yeah, she's going to be short on this rock, even if she were to finish the whole thing. Nicely done again.
2 to the 8. Another point on the board.
Now, if you look at this 3-ball, it is not looking pretty at all. I believe the only way to get to this 3 is, well, it would be to bang the 3 to make it. So she's going to have to come back there. It's a big draw or a pretty good follow shot. Let's see what she picks. It's going to be short. She's going to still be able to see. No, I don't think so. Yeah. That was very difficult. She's going to have to kick at this ball again. This time going on the short rail on top of the table. She's looking in between. Does it go in between? Okay. Must be really tight though. No, it's fine. Yep, not bad. She is putting the pressure on, that's for sure.
Josh Stevens back to the table with his work cut out for him. Needs to get to 38 points.
Yeah,
Before
unfortunately.
Diane gets to 31.
Fortunately, he's back to the wall already here. And it's tricky because he missed a couple shots early on. They were doable and lost control of the table. And she's been getting more and more confident. So this is not bad for him, though. He's left it open, but you still got to make this. And there's no natural position on the 5 from there. So. She could maybe bank in the side instead of the corner, though that could yield natural position, but let's see. Oof. No? I think he's okay. Pretty delicate shot though, if he sees enough of it. Still gotta be in the pocket here. There you go. I'll say play low to get shape for the 5, which he did just fine. And this is still tricky here. Gotta keep his cue ball for the 7. See, this is almost one of those cases you want to hit it a little harder maybe. So you go 1 extra rail, but he's okay. He's gonna see the 7 in the other corner. No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he left it very easy for Diane here. Again, from where I'm sitting, I can't tell exactly the space she's got between the 8 and the 9. I'm going to assume she can see it. Yeah, she looks okay. Just a bit of a tough shot, but she should be fine. So make the 7, keep that cue ball out there. As close as possible to the 8 to negotiate that shot. The only thing you want to avoid usually on those cases is to be too close to the rail. She's a little bit away from the rail, so she should be okay, but if it was another ball away, it would be even better. Yeah, that was a difficult shot. Alright, Josh, you got to finish this, even though it is, again, not the easiest in the world. To be fair, he's had a few very difficult shots to negotiate, and hard to get in stroke when you have only a hard shot like that. Yeah, another one of those. A little luck, maybe? No, but he's gonna get lucky. Well, yeah. Gonna get lucky by leaving the ball covered at least part way. Alright, she's got her work cut off here. Yep. She's thinking to go up the table there. Let's see it. I think she will hit it. The problem is what's gonna happen after that, right? It's good force. Oh, she hit that well, but didn't make it. Not a good kick, though. She is on. Tell you what, she's not gonna let that one slide by. She's determined to win. Alright, so that's 10. And a pretty difficult 9 ball again. Gotta make it, Josh. Nope. It's just not his day, not his moment.
Needed those 2 points.
I dearly
Needed to keep those 2 points away from Diane, who now has a shot. She can pocket this 9 in the corner.
very, very nervous, you can say. But, you know, again, imagine playing in this setting after battling for 2 days.
Nine ball falls, 2 more on the board. Diane Fox now at 27 points, just 4 points away from victory, and she will have the break when we return here in just a few moments. All right, welcome back to Pool Dog Arena for continuing coverage of the APA 9-ball shootout. Diane Fox out of Walden, New York is on the cusp, Florian, of clinching this White Tier championship. She is 4 points away. Again, each ball pocketed worth 1 point, the 9-ball worth 2.
And it looks like our friend made the wise decision to take the trip back here.
Yeah, we talked about it at the start of the broadcast. Diane's league operator, Ryan McAleer, who had just returned to New York on Thursday, saw last night that she was in the finals, hopped on a plane this morning, got here just before this match, and he will head home later today, back to New York. So about 10 hours on an airplane and
Yeah, but
maybe 60 minutes here in Pool Dog Arena to see his player try to cap off a
could be
great
wor-
tournament.
Could be worse in here. She's been playing fantastic too. She made another ball in the break, by the way. And she's got a okay combo 1-5. It's not the greatest, but she's been playing good, so I fancy her to make it. And I just jinxed her, I think. The commentator jinx is real. All right, well, now Josh on the other side has been very nervous. Couldn't really quite put his game down. Started as a bunch of tough shots, and he just never really got into the match. So yeah, she's only needing 3 points, and well, he needs 28. So now it is not over. It is 9-ball. Can change real quick, but he's gonna have to play good here, and it's not gonna help him. Oh, but he got lucky. Is it enough? Hard to say again from where I'm sitting. I really can't tell you if the cue ball passes by what looks to be the 4. Oh yeah. So she's gonna go again for that 1-5 combo. The key here is to play those shots pretty softly, so you leave the 1 ball by the pocket to have an easy shot again. Yeah, because you want to avoid that. Exactly.
2 for 1 there, Florian. She's at 30 points and 1
Yeah, I know, but
ball
she
away.
she needed the 1 to stay there, because she will not be able to make this one here. Well, she's kicked really well, so let's see if she can find a solution. We got a nice top view here, so you know that the 1 real kick goes in. Alright, let's see it. That was close. She hit it really good. And she got cover behind some balls there. Makes it very difficult for Josh. Oh, he's got to hope for something here. You know, I can't tell if she can see a piece of the 2 again. No, not really. Alright, Diane here. Gonna have to go for another kick shot. This time it's quite some space, but I think she's gonna touch the ball. She touched it just well. Moved the ball close to the pocket. And giving our friend Josh here another difficult shot, which in all fairness has had a lot of them. Let's see if he can make this one. No, played the safe. Is this enough? Oh, this is very sportsmanlike, actually. I didn't even see him move the ball. He moved the 4 on his way, I believe, when he was stroking over the ball. I don't think he moved that much, though. Still very sportsmanlike, though. He made the shot a little easier by moving this 4 ball back where it was. Well, it is still a difficult shot for Diane here. Let's see if she can touch it. Lots of spin on this one helps. Oof.
The victory celebration will have to wait
Mm.
for Diane as Josh Stevens returns to the table.
He's joking about it. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much game over at this point. He'll have to run the next 3 racks without giving her anything. Seems quite unlikely.
Well, he's certainly not making things easy for her to finish this out.
No, but this is kind of free rolling for her now, so no pressure. She's just gonna wait her opportunity. Even if she misses that, she will most likely get back to the table at some point. She just need 1 ball to get probably one of the toughest tier to win here, the white tier. And denied again, Jason. What do you think of that?
Well, hey, if you're going to win a championship in this arena, you might as well draw it out a little bit, right?
True.
Enjoy the moment.
She's enjoying her time right now. So
And, Josh realizes it's an uphill climb here, but
Yeah.
he's not going to concede anything.
no, you cannot concede at this moment. There's no way. It just happens, it just had a bad day at the office, as we say, and it's unfortunate. But look at that. He's really not very lucky either way. Like, can't really get anything working his way. So, all right, big shot here. Very tough. Yeah, this is a horrible shot. You got to make the ball, which is difficult. Plays bottom left to get the cue ball to come back for the 4. Well, he's made the 3. I don't know that he sees the 4, though. Yeah, you're going to have to kick at it.
Got a
Hit it.
piece of it.
Hit it.
Watch out.
No.
No reward. Right into the side pocket. And now, Florian, Diane Fox with ball in hand on the
Yep.
4 ball. That is the last point she needs to secure this championship title in the white tier.
Well, she deserves it. That's for sure. She played a great match. She's going to make sure this ball is dead in.
And there
That's
it
it.
is, folks. Diane Fox, Walden, New York. She is the 2024 9-ball shootout champion in the white tier. See if we can get a few words with Diane as she gives some hugs.
Yeah, she's finally got a smile on her face.
Yeah.
Congratulations on winning the 2024 9-ball shootout white tier. Tell me, how are you feeling right now?
I want to faint.
You want to faint. I heard about your league operator. You want to tell me about that?
Oh, he's right over here. It's Ryan McAleer.
Yes, he flew in this morning for you.
Yes, he's awesome. That's great.
That's awesome. So, you lost your second match and came back from the loser side.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I did not think I would make it this far, for sure.
So, is the
Every
experience
round was okay. Do it again.
is the experience different from out there and then coming into the finals arena?
You mean in the spotlight?
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
absolutely. So, tell me a little bit more about it.
I can breathe now. I have my breathing.
You haven't been breathing, been holding your breath this whole time. You shot amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. So,
you.
did you have anything to say to anybody that may be watching the stream?
All you people out home, yes, we did it.
Congratulations again, and we'll see you,
you so much.
Florian, Jason. Back to you guys.
All right. Congratulations to our new 9-ball shootout champion from Walden, New York, Diane Fox. She takes home the white tier as well as the $10,000 prize package. We appreciate you tuning in this afternoon, folks. We will be back in just a few minutes for the finals of the gray tier. That's going to start at noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. for those of you on the East Coast. That is all part of our continuing coverage of this year's APA Pool Player Championships, brought to you by our friends at PoolDog.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you again here in just a few moments.